Okay guys, good morning, good morning. It's Wednesday morning, and my guy's not working today. Well, he doesn't have a phone, so now he's in another situation where he don't have a phone, and I can't let you run the other truck without a phone. So, you know, one thing has to do with the other. So, anyway, it is what it is. Ain't nothing I can do about it. But the list must go on. Yeah, but I mean, yeah. So yesterday, it was a pretty good day yesterday, considering everything, and that's okay. I got a list today, and all right. So good morning, good morning. It's Wednesday, and here we go again. You know, every day is, well, it's a new challenge for Ray, and I love a challenge, y'all. So I got, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I got 8 on the list, and all of them are $70 and $80 yards. Well, there's one 60 on here, and the rest of them are 70 and 80. So that's the equivalent of, well, what, 8 times 8 is $640. So this is right around 550 bucks right here, and that's okay. That's all I need to make. You'll find that if you minimize your expenses, then you don't have to do as much work. And I had one day free this week to do the Bobcat work. Well, after yesterday, I'm not going to get to the Bobcat work. So basically what I did is I said, okay, since I couldn't run the other truck yesterday, then today's Bobcat work is going to get put off. So now I'm spending my time today doing what I couldn't get done yesterday because I only had one truck running on a 2-truck route. So I'll wrap that up, do a couple more that I have scheduled for tomorrow, and maybe tomorrow I'll be able to take the skid steer over to the bamboo site and push over these trees that we got all notched out and cut. Me and the owner notched them out, but we gotta push them over and grab them and pull them and pull them off the bank. They're ready though. All I gotta do is just go up to them. I mean, I won't even really need help over there. So yeah, we got 2 in the neighborhood we're gonna do, and then we got yeah, just, you know, just regular lawn stuff. So today I got my my Stihl edger. One of the guys, I think Boneyard, was thinking about buying a Stihl edger, you know, stick edger, and so I'm going to show mine today. It's not brand new, but it ain't that old either. I prefer the Red Max edger over the Stihl edger, but I know Red Max is well, their dealers are not as abundant as Stihl dealers. But Stihl makes a damn good product. Let's just keep it real. People that don't like Stihl or don't use Stihl or whatever, they can't deny the fact that Stihl makes a damn good edger. And if I'm going to buy an edger, this is just me, if I'm going to buy an edger for my landscape business, it's going to be a straight shaft edger. It doesn't have to be the top edger, but I don't want the homeowner version either. I want something that'll last a long time. And the difference in the homeowner version of a edger and the commercial version of a stick edger, well, I don't know for sure, but I think the curve shafts are homeowner type ones, maybe high-end homeowner. I don't like anything curved shaft. Weed eaters, I don't use any of that stuff. I like the straight shaft stuff because they last longer to me, and they hold their value more too. I like a guy like me, if somebody had an edger or a weed eater for sale and it was a Stihl and it was a curved shaft, I wouldn't buy it. I wouldn't. Whether it's a weed eater or an edger, it doesn't matter. So, you know, that's what it is, man. That's what it is. I always, and this is just me, I always buy top equipment. I just do. I don't try to. I mean, you know, when you're first beginning, you have to kind of go with what you can afford. But you have to know that in the long term, okay, you have to ask yourself, how long am I going to be doing this type of work? Am I going to be doing this type of work, you know, as a career, or am I just, you know, trying to make some extra bread on the side? You have to ask yourself all these things. And then the answer to those questions determine what equipment to buy. Not name equipment to buy, but what grade equipment to buy. I know a lot of guys, they can run, they're only doing, you know, 2 or 3 yards a day and they got a full-time job or whatever. They don't have to have the kind of equipment I got. But see, I'm all about evolving and growing and getting bigger and better and more efficient. And the stick equipment is critical to that thought process. I know that I'm not going to be doing anything else. I know I'm not going out of business tomorrow. So why would I buy something cheap if I can afford something a little more expensive? What am I going to do with that money if I don't buy something cheap? So, okay, say I buy a $150 weed eater from the Home Depot, or, you know, and I save myself, you know, $150 instead of buying a $300 or $320 Stihl weed eater. I buy a $150, I don't know, cheap weed eater. What am I going to do with that $150 difference? Well, if I need it to feed my kids, well, okay. But if it's just going to sit in the bank anyway, see, I'm going to go on and spend the $320, give me some quality equipment or quality weed eater, and then I don't have to worry about a weed eater. Now I can focus on something else. Because when you buy cheaper equipment and you start doing the volume that I do, you ain't gonna, I mean, you're gonna spend more time fooling with that crap than it's actually worth. To me, right? That's just my thinking. But there was a time when I would have to buy the cheaper stuff, you know, because I was, you know, trying to put my print down, man, you know. I'm not with that no more though. Well, I've learned that, you know, you pay for what you get and all that jazz, you know. I want to have equipment that'll last for years. Like I was showing y'all that 91R, that weed eater. I look back at my books. That weed eater, this is the 5th season I've had that weed eater out here. The 5th season, y'all. And there ain't nothing wrong with it, man. It doesn't look that great, but there ain't nothing. It runs great. And this is the 3rd season I've had the 94Rs. Now, there was a lot of flack about the 94Rs when I first got them because they're kind of, well, they're not as strong and they're real lightweight. It feels almost like a toy. But they are, you know, I mean, they run great, you know. And a lot of times what I do is I'll run a weed eater like that 91R. I'll run it for 4 or 5 seasons out here on my truck, and then I'll sell it to one of the guys that works for me for $100. You know, I haven't been doing that. Well, I don't have a guy that wants to buy one, and also I don't want to sell them because of the availability of these things. So, like I sold when Drew was out here last summer, I sold him one. Well, I sold it to him the summer before last, And I had it for about 3 or 4 seasons, and I sold it to him for $100. It was a 91R. And he texted me just a couple of weeks ago, said, man, that weed eater is still running strong. You know, I believe it. I believe as long as you put good fuel in it. Now, Stihl's stick equipment is finicky on the fuel. You can't be playing around with the fuel. You're going to get the best, you know, the best endurance and longevity and, you know, performance out of the Stihl stuff. You got to put good fuel in it. You can't put just regular fuel in it all the time and expect it to crank up like you should and everything. That's one thing about the Stihl stuff. It's a little bit finicky. And down here where I'm at, I put ethanol free in all the stick equipment. But some places they're not, ethanol free is not available. If that's the case, then I'm putting the premium when I do the mix. You know, and usually in a week's time, we're going through roughly 2 gallons of about 3 gallons of mix per week is what we're going through out here. Sometimes 4 gallons. I'm almost to the point of where I want to go on and buy, you know, a bigger can for the mix. Because in theory, 5 gallons of the mix would well, it'd be smarter. But when you got guys working for you, you'll find that you can't, if you do it like that, then you'll have to take the regular gas can off the truck, because somebody will get it mixed up and they'll put regular gas in a weed eater. That's, I mean, if you got guys working for you, that's the kind of thing you got to be watching out for, because, well, one can looks the same as the other can. I mean, I've had guys be out here for years, and I have seen them go up to the 5-gallon can trying to put the gas in the weed eater. And then what happens is the owner, me, or whoever, they'll start having problems with the weed eater. And of course, you can never pin it back down to exactly what happened. You just got problems with the weed eater. It won't run right, and you don't, well, basically you done tore the weed eater up, because it'll never run right. I don't know what, you know, I'm assuming that it scars the cylinder or whatever if it doesn't have no oil in the mix. So that's why I haven't went to the big cans, the big 5-gallon cans for the mix, because I have a big 5-gallon can on here now that has regular fuel in it. And when I first started, you know, using, it was a gallon can, now it's a 2.5-gallon can. And I really should go to a 5-gallon can, so won't have to stop as much for the mix. So that's just, you know, how I do it out here now. But you got to be things that you would never think about, you know, if you're just, you know, not doing this for a living and everything. Or you're thinking about hiring an employee, things that you need to think about are those are the type of things that can really cost you, you know, above all the stuff that I normally go through. These are some of the more logistical things that actually I have actually went through too with guys out here. And you're not going to find a guy like me to come and work for you. See, there's not going to be another Ray to come work for me. It's going to be a guy that, well, yeah, that. Okay, guys. So I'm over here at this one, and I told buddy I told dude I would show him this edger right here that I got. Okay, y'all. So this is the FC96 Stihl edger. Y'all see it's a straight shaft. I've had it for about 3 or 4 years. It's not. It might. Well, back when I bought it, it was their top edger, right? And it runs good. So I usually use the Red Max over here. Well, I just like the Red Max edger better. The Red Max just makes a better, I don't want to say they make a better edger, but they make an edger that I like better.
But see, everybody can. It's not a, you know, Red Max is not available everywhere either, where you make the dealer support and all that. I haven't started it up probably in 3 months, so let's see how easy it is to start. Good edger though. Y'all see, that is the, look at the mess. See, now what we're gonna do, before I even mow, I'm gonna blow this out. You see, on this property, y'all, there's no place to take anything. Do is, this is where it gets a little bit tricky here on a property like this. This is where you have to just about blow it first. See, with a weed eater, I wouldn't have had to do that. So you just about, and I'll use the mower too. Yeah, well, see, what I'm trying to do is I want to get the, I got to blow this out, because if it's going to make a huge mess. I want to get it on the grass before I do the mowing, you know what I'm saying? Right. So yeah, if you want to do this, blow this crevice out and blow it on the grass. All right, I'm gonna get on the mower now, y'all. Well, y'all see it now. Wait till we get done cutting it. Over here no matter what we do. Yeah, very nice. You see, to do that edge right there with a weed eater, all that edging, it's doable. I mean, it's doable, but it's really not. It's doable, but it's really not, to me, it doesn't leave the best edge for that thick when you, especially when you're cutting the grass real tall. See, we're cutting this grass real tall, y'all. So, yeah.
Okay, y'all, so we got done. It's 1:30 and we got everything on the list done. So now that frees up the day for tomorrow. It was a grind and a struggle to get to this point. But tomorrow I'll be able to go over to the bamboo site with the skid steer and push over some trees and do what I want to do. Right, well, you know, it's a lot less pressure on me to do Bobcat work, especially over there where, you know, I'm buddies with the owner and everything is, well, the expectations are I don't have to rely on anybody. I'm not having to run the other truck. I'm not having to you know, wait on help to get or show up or not. I can go over there solo. So that's what the plan for tomorrow. We did good. We did real good today. But I'm gonna go ahead and get me a steak Sammy and get my wife some flowers and call it a day. Alright, man, that's it, dude. That's it on the day. Got me a Sammy. And like I said, we'll free up some time for tomorrow. I won't have to be under no time restraints or nothing kitty. Right? I feel pretty good about where I'm at this week, so you know, I'm as good as I can be. Could be better off if, you know, if my guys come to work, but considering I don't have to pay nothing out, you know, then that's, I just want to go sit on the couch, y'all. That's all I want to do, man. And that's it. Jump in the pool, y'all. The pool. I got my wife some flowers, so I'm gonna stop by and drop these off. And yeah. But I'll get some good footage tomorrow with the drone. You know, pushing trees over. Well, actually pushing trees into the pond and then pull them out of the pond. So, yeah, man. Damn, you comfy today, ain't you?
Huh?
You comfy today, ain't you?
Yeah, I was running late. I love her. Thank you, boo-boo.
So hot, y'all. 95 degrees right now. Jeez. Another day, another dollar, y'all. So, another one in the books. And yeah. Doing good, man, really, man. To be, you know, half staff, you know. Y'all pulling up to the house. Y'all know what it is, man. What time is it, y'all? It's Sammy time Wednesday, y'all. Peace out.